Hey guys, lovely to see you all again. Today we're going to be looking at the second solo from In Waves by Trivium. It is an absolute doozy, but it is delightful. Let's take a look. Alright guys, before we get too excited, we just need to talk about the tuning, which is drop C sharp, which goes C sharp, G sharp, C sharp again, F sharp, A sharp, and a D sharp at the bottom. So get yourself in tune and we'll get started. Alright guys, let's look at section 1 of Corey's solo. I'm going to be basing a lot of this around octave chords with a, I guess a droning open D, or in this case C sharp, in between those octaves. So I've got this idea. Quite spooky and kind of got that Phrygian dominant Egyptian-y vibe to it. So the first octave shape I have is I'm playing 5 of the 5th and 7 of the 3rd. I am arpeggiating from the 3rd string up. So I'm playing the 3rd, the 4th, and the 5th there, and I'm just going through that shape. I bring it over 1 fret to 6 and 8. And the next arpeggio idea I have is I'm playing 9 of the 5th and 11 of the 3rd. So all together, I'm going to do that arpeggiation 2 times. On the 3rd time, I don't end on the 5th string, so I'm only going to arpeggiate 2 notes of that. At the end of that, I've got 4 16th notes, or 4 semiquavers, if you were from the European region. So I've got... At the end of that, very similar idea. This time the octaves are going from 9 and 11, 10 and 12, and 12 and 14. So I'll play that again. At the end of that, we're going to go. So I've got a slide playing 14, 15, 14 on the 3rd string. But you'll notice that I've got that droning 4th string ringing with that. At the end of that, I want to play 12, and then I want to play 11, 12, and then with a cheeky trill there, I'm going 11, 12, 11. So we've got... That's going to resolve to 8 of the 3rd string, and that's kind of all based around what I said before, that Phrygian dominant scale there. So we've got... At the end of that, I go... So the octave chords are going from 5, 6, 3, 5. I'll play that again slower. At the end of that, I'm playing 2 of the 3rd, open on the 4th, and then I'm hammering from open to 2 on the 3rd string. At the end of that, let's slow that down. I'm playing 2, 3 on the 3rd string. And then my rolling legato is going 2, 3, 2, open, all in one pick. At the end of that, I'm going to do a slide from 4 to 5 on the 4th string. So it goes... At the end of that, I've got a unison bend playing 8 of the 1st and 11 of the 2nd. I do one sort of big whole step bend up, and then when I'm at the top, I hit it 3 more times. So I'm going 1, 2, 3... At the end of that, what I have here is a semitone unison bend. So I'm playing 11 of the 1st and 15 of the 2nd. So it's not a far bend to get it up so that they're sort of a unison tone. So I'm going and do that up and down idea twice. And then I want to eventually pull off to that 13th fret. It is super awkward because I need to bring that pointer over. So I got... And that will lead us into the final section. So let's go right back to the start, play the whole thing at a gentleman's pace, and then we'll do it again even slower with some tabs. One more time with some tabs. Alright guys, let's have a look at the second section of Corey solo. So we've got a unison bend at the start of this. So what I've got here, I'm playing 10 of the first string and 13 of the second. Bending up that 13 on the second string, and then I go. Now you can use middle pointer ring, or you can use the pinky there if you want to. It's kind of like a dominant 7th sweep, if that means anything to anyone. The main kind of economy or sweep idea that I've got here is I'm playing 13 to 10 on the first, and then I'm up picking that 14 on the first string. So I got, at the end of that, let's slow that down. I'm playing 14 of the first, 15 of the second. I want to hit that 14 again. At the end of that, I've got that semitone bend, and then I'm playing 15 to 13 on the second string. All together. At the end of that. Now this is super weird. I bend 13 of the second string and then maintain the 10 of the first. But after I hit the 10, I bring down the second string without picking it. It's kind of weird. At the end of that, resolving that to 10 of the second. Okay, let's have a look at that next run, and then we'll join it all together and have a look at the second half of this chunk. Sort of go. Let's slow that down. I'm doing a pull off from 11 to 10 on the second string, jumping to 12 of the third, back to 10 of the second string. Then at the end of that, I've got 2 pull offs from 12, 11. At the end of that, I'm playing 12 of the fourth, 11 of the third, and then I've got to pull off from 12 to 10 on the fourth string. All together. At the end of that, resolving to 12 of the fourth string. I think it sounds a lot harder than it is. It's all quite in like a neat little box, and that kind of all works together quite well. Let's put together what we've got thus far from the start of the section, and then we'll have a look at the second half. Hopefully that is all making sense. I don't know what my tongue's doing today. Apologies in advance. This next chunk, this is all working around D Phrygian dominant, or because we're half a step down, C sharp Phrygian dominant. So those notes are actually quite predictable. I've got to pull off from 12 of the fourth string to an open note, and then I've got another open note. So I'm doing a down pick on the pull off, and then just up picking an extra open note. So I'm going. So at the end of that, I'm going 12, pull off, open note, extra pick. I do the same thing from 13. At the end of that, I'm just pulling straight off from 16 to open. At the end of that, it's a very similar idea. I do a pull off from 13, and then I play the extra open note. That one's going from 16 with an open note now, and I pick the extra note. And then that will just resolve on the 17. So all together a little bit slower. It's kind of got 2 groups of 3 and then a 2. So it goes 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1. That's ending on the 1. Then I go to this. So we're working in 16ths or semiquavers here. I'm going to be playing 15, 14, 13 on the third string, and I play 4 notes on each of those. And then that's just going to resolve on 11 with some sexy vibrato. Hopefully that's making sense. Then we've just got this unison idea to resolve the solo. So I'm going from 11 of the second string and 13 of the third, and I'm going to bend it up, but I'm going to do 8 strums on each chord. Unison bend chord, if you will. And then I bring that back to 10 of the second and 12 of the third. As you can see, I'm doing 8 on each. So the next group of 8 is going from 8 of the second string and 10 of the third. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So back to back. 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And the last one, I'm playing 4 of the second string and 6 of the third. Hopefully that is all making sense. Let's go right back to the start of the section, play it again at a gentleman's pace, and then we'll do it even slower with some tabs. Here we go. One more time with some tabs. And that was Corey's solo from In Waves by Trivium. Hope you guys enjoyed that. Please like and subscribe if you haven't done so already. And if you want tabs to this lesson or anything else that I do, please join up with the mailing list. There's obviously tabs and other special things that come with that. I do lesson giveaways. There's special deals on my video courses, heaps of stuff. So there's plenty of reasons to join up with that. Also have multiple books and video courses out at the moment. If you want to check those out to support me and support the channel, you can find those on chriszoupa.com, Skillshare, and also Udemy. Anyway, hope you guys liked the lesson. I will see you all for some new content very soon. Take care.